Hi everyone and welcome. um, so this is my very first YouTube video. So apologies if I make a few cock-ups, but it's inevitable. Um, that's what it is. What it is. Okay. I'm gonna say hello because from the south of France, right? Me and my wife moved to the south west of France and to a very rural community from the UK in November last year. That's going to form part of the what we're going to talk about. So, what's this all about? So, recently I turned 56, and I kind of been thinking a few months before as I approach my 56th birthday. I think maybe because I've tipped over the 55 is what my life is going to look like over the next 4 years. Okay, to when I reach 60. And it's just around the corner, right? So I've got the chance now to do it. I've got the time and the chance to do it, which I'll explain some of the time. But I just want to quote something from a film when I was young in the 80s called Ferris Bueller's Day Off, right? Ferris goes, life moves on pretty fast. If you don't stop and take a look around once in a while, you could miss it. So I think that's quite salient. So I'm thinking, right, about getting to 60, what it's going to call, or what it's going to look like. And I've decided to um, call this Project 60 or Living the Life Project 60, whatever. I think I'd call it Project 60. And it's not just about ticking boxes and stuff like that, okay? And it's not going to be a strict thing. There's going to be quite a bit of flexibility. But I thought, all right, I'm going to document it and use YouTube because why not? I'm not going to be a YouTube, YouTuber, excuse me. Tony's going to be some cock ups. I just want to kind of put my journey out there, and maybe you may want to follow my journey. But I'm doing it to kind of maybe I learn something creative, some new skills, have some good conversations on the way, and we might have a bit of a laugh. I don't know. It's just my simple way of being intentional. Now, Project 60 will focus on three main areas, but there's going to be a bit of a fourth one. So the first one's going to be around health and fitness, okay, and what that's going to look like from now until I'm 60 years old. The second thing is going to be retirement, financial freedom, daily finances, but also around the move mentally from going from a very um, busy lifestyle work to having nothing to do, right? And how we manage that as a couple, husband and wife. The second thing, the third thing, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be around what it's like to actually live in rural France day to day, right? Now, that's going to be the bad things, the good things, the indifferent things, day to day problems, day to day joyousness, cover culture, food, people, da 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 da, and the differences between UK and France. Okay, and the last thing is going to be kind of like a random, you put your hand in a bucket of something and then you get a surprise, a good surprise, obviously. So going to be some random stuff, right? Which I may put in, once in a while. For example, the other day we rescued a baby swift, right? And, hopefully that will get people's interest going, what we did, and hopefully I'll get some feedback on whether I did something right or wrong. It seemed to work. The Swift is alive. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so that's going to be those four areas, right? So health and fitness, finances, retirement, what it's like to live in rural France, but also random stuff, but all relevant to my whole Project 60. That's the key thing. Okay, at this point, I want to just I shouldn't tell you about some of my thoughts over the last three months, 4 5 months, whatever it is. And one in particular has been bubbling up to the top of my head, okay? And that is, I don't know if people of my age, and maybe you guys can let me know. I look back at my life and it's always been a series of chapters. Do you know what I mean? So I follow the classic route. You know, gone to school, got an education, went to university, got a degree, got a job, work, now I'm retired, and wife and children along the way as well. Excuse me. So now I feel I've got a blank piece of paper, a new chapter, right? A brand new chapter. I've got the pen, and this time I'm controlling the narrative. Those chapters are closed, but reflectively, there's no way I would change any of that. I would have liked to have a little bit more influence here and there, sure. I was in total control of the narrative, but now this is beautiful. I've got blank page, chapter, whatever it is, and I've got the pen and I'm going to write this myself. So that's what Project 60 is all about. It's fundamental and it's essentially. So look, I'd like people to kind of give me some feedback. Let me know if you are thinking of changing your life or you have already changed your life and how that's impacted you. Let me know if you got any comments, and more if you got any questions, and I will look at them and I'll try to address them as much as possible. And also, please, suggestions, ideas, what's good, what's crap, what can I improve, anything around YouTubing and all that sort of stuff. I'm not looking to be like a sensation, right? This is just between me, you, the thoughts, my camera, and that's it, okay? And so that's it. That's the beginning of Project 60. Let's see where it takes us. And I will say merci, bonne journée, au revoir.